at least on the bright side, that means that we still have time to get into this market, still stack some more hodl some more coins for like true breakout takes place.
Which time is running out. We are at a tipping point of a big weekly monster green candle coming.
After the U.S. election, we're going to see candles go up, candles go down, left and right, huge chunks, probably till this time next year, give or take. We are going to be seeing the true fruits of our labors coming to fruition around this time next year. This will be market top, a couple weeks.
This is market top roughly 500 plus days after the happening.
Welcome back, everybody,
to another week
of your favorite crypto podcast,
Sometimes Crypto,
the unscripted
crypto podcast. Hey yo. We're back again.
We are back again. We will never leave until the day we die. Hopefully.
Ideally.
All things go well. Markets just need to keep up supporting us and start pumping, because
it's getting boring.
It is boring. People are not really feeling it anymore. What's Bitcoin at right now? 60, 61?
$60,863.
Yes, sir. It's almost 61.
October pop should be here shortly, hopefully.
Yep. And hopefully we don't end September in the red. That'll be fun.
It'll be the first one in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, don't forget, by the time this is out, it already happened. But the FOMC meeting is tomorrow, and they will be deciding either how much to decrease rates by.
Yes, very true.
Before I forget about that.
Okay, so William, you're willing to put a number to that to what you think it'll be?
So the U.S. Senate sent a letter to Powell saying he wants 75%, 7.75%.
Yeah, 75 basis points.
Yeah, 75 basis points. The original one was a quarter. I'm gonna say he goes for 50 basis points.
I think Powell's going to go for 50 basis points?
I think Powell's going for 50 basis points on this first meeting.
Yeah, because, mind you, the Senate has been asking Powell to drop interest rates for about a year now. So, for a minute, like a long time. And he just hasn't really been caring about them because he just balls like that. But I don't know if meeting it halfway is the right statement. I think he might do 0.25. At least I'm hoping for 0.25.
I was hoping anything but zero.
Zero would technically be what will put us in some pain in the U.S. market for a little bit, because then companies are expecting at least a 0.25, so investors will stop investing, markets will take a hit. It will cause pain. It might be good overall for like the economy to like actually find some stability faster, but at what cost? So yeah, 0.25 I think it will be good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, 0.0 would actually be like what the economy probably actually needs to find stability really quickly. Like, what's the bottom at?
I don't know if I would call it stability really quickly, but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, because obviously we're going to have the volatility of the major spike down right away. But what I mean, like, yeah. After that whole debacle. But anyways, elections it's less than 50 days away at this point.
Is it?
So
no, it's not. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's less than.
No, it is. It is less than 50 days away. You're right. 100%. 100%.
So, hopefully we get one more debate in by then, and a VP debate also, just for funds.
Yeah. So we do have quite a few to cover because Bitcoin did first drop off beginning of this weekend of last week, and then slowly has been recovering. Market dominance has been shooting up like a rocket ship. Bitcoin dominance at 58%. What a cannon!
Oh wow,
that's up. People, I'm gonna say people. Benjamin Cowan, a really big Bitcoin heavy guy and really fundamentals and like safe assets type of guy. Really good at crypto and really good at Bitcoin analysis and just like market in general. He's saying we should probably see it hit around 60%, and that 60%, and will slowly wean off, and then you'll get that alt season run everyone's been waiting for. But Bitcoin hit 60% dominance,
and so we're only a few percentage points away.
Yeah, but it is quite a lot because it's the amount of money in the market in general just moving from all the other assets to Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. True.
Unless there's a huge inflow of just like money coming in, then that would also.
I mean, tomorrow's FOMC might cause a huge inflow of money coming in. It's typically what happens whenever they announce rate cuts. William's been trying to get a sip of water from that cup from the second we started rolling. He's desperately he's like, I feel like you keep on forgetting it's empty.
No, I had water in this cup originally. This is my first sip of like barely any water in here because there wasn't any.
You gotta get yourself a big thing.
I'm not jet lagged. I am sleep deprived.
Yeah, William's been doing some traveling, exploring the world, seeing places.
Spain and France mainly.
He met the love of his life, the Mona Lisa.
That was terrible.
Yeah, Mona Lisa, in my opinion, is a little bit overrated.
I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was overrated or not. I was too far back to see it.
You're too, yeah.
You know, I think in that room there was like 100 people just trying to see the Mona Lisa, just like sardined up.
Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong, but to get to the Mona Lisa, did you have to go up like a big set of stairs?
You do have to go through a staircase to go up to see a Mona Lisa. Yes.
Like a big staircase, right?
I don't know about big.
Open.
Yeah, it was a pretty big staircase. Yes.
And then at the top of that staircase, was there a statue?
Maybe.
Yeah, that statue right there is one of my favorites. I didn't know you were going to go to the Louvre, so I would have told you to like check that out. But by the time that you sent the picture, I was like, oh, it's probably too late. That statue is called Nike of Samothrace.
Okay.
And I was much more excited to see that than see the Mona Lisa.
Well, I wasn't excited to see a Mona Lisa. That's only painting I knew. I did, however, really enjoy the Greek part of the Louvre.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greek is. They
make it art before the Renaissance.
Yeah, definitely before the Renaissance. Also, France is very.
Oh yeah, they just ended the Olympics over there. We talked about the Olympics.
Oh, I say clean. I said interesting.
Yeah, I know you said interesting. I was just
100%. I knew it was clean because of the Olympics.
I was gonna say, like, how did you see France? How was it? Clean, because of the Olympics.
Okay, so it was definitely like, bro, spotless. A few homeless sleeping around as it got darker, and you left Paris, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely clean. Also, French don't like it when you don't understand them. That's my opinion.
That's accurate. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Speaking from personal experience, I sat in an Uber. Homie calls. I'm like, hello. I first said this in Spanish. I'm like, hola. And then we try to converse in Spanish. Like, I say 3 more words. Like, no entiendo. Habla inglés. Francés nada. Right? Boom. Switch it up. Go English. I'm like, hello. Do you understand me? Do you hear me? They're like, what? We didn't understand each other, right? Cool. Hang up. The homie pulls up. Home, because we texted through the Uber app and it translates the messages. Homie pulled up. Bet. Get in the car. As we're getting to the car, he starts talking to me in English. I'm like, well, in my head, I'm like, what's this whole issue about not being able to talk to me in English through the phone?
He wasn't having it.
Like, he wasn't having, like, I'm not gonna say it was perfect English, right? It was like broken English, but it was good enough to have a small chat.
Conversation. Yeah.
Right? Cool. Done. Next Uber to go to see the Arc of Triumph in Paris. So we saw the one in Spain too. Boom, pull the Uber. Uber starts talking in French again. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you're saying. And then he starts doing the arc, like you know, an arc with his hands. I'm like, yes. But in my head, I'm like, but the app already said we're going there. Why are you double checking with me if it's not there?
It's like, just do as the app says.
Just do as the app says.
Unless you're going to provide some information.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. French, they're a thing of their own. I will say I did meet one nice French lady, which I don't know if she's French, right? I went to go in to buy some macaroons from a store. I spoke to her in English. She spoke to me in English back. Very nice. And just helped that out. Just like, boop, 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 done. Out. Like, it was a 5-minute interaction. Not once would I feel like I was being talked down to.
You see, there are good people all across the world.
Oh, the one for the hotel, though, that guy was talking down. Like, he was talking to me in broken English, and I was like, my country's superior. Why are you talking down to me right now?
My country's superior.
I felt some type of way. America's great.
America is great.
America is the number one country in the world for a reason. Whoever says otherwise...
This guy.
Spain is a bunch of communists. Taking 40% taxes, mandatory EVs being sold only. Communists.
And they're very relaxed over there. They like work like 6 hours a day.
That's good though. Like, that's what's up. I'm glad a country exists where you can just chill. People need that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can't. If you move to Spain, you won't make bread. Like, you won't.
But your bread is enough for life.
Yeah, it's enough. You can get by comfortably. And the good thing is, like, everyone takes like 2-hour lunch breaks.
Yeah, bro. And you can have a beer at any point of the day.
Yeah, but people might look at you a little crazy if you go and try to get a beer at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning.
I saw people drinking beer at 10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't think they were crazy.
Yeah, you see, 10 o'clock is not the same thing as 8 o'clock.
This is true. Also, I'm sorry, we're on a trip tangent. The McDonald's over there sells beer.
Yeah, that's
very
exciting.
I was mad excited for the McDonald's selling beer. It was $4 for a large beer.
Chilling.
At McDonald's. I think that's fairly priced.
$4 or €4?
No, it was like 3-something euros. So I just rounded up to $4.
Yeah,
in dollars.
Heard, for sure. How about breakfast? How did you find breakfast over there?
I didn't struggle with the food.
No? Not even for breakfast? Oh, man, you don't eat breakfast like that.
So no. So I was okay with it. So I eat breakfast at the Airbnb.
Okay.
But no, when we went out to lunch, since I went with my
lunch is different. The reason why I bring up breakfast is because breakfast in like Spain is mostly just like a piece of toast with tomato paste. And I'm like, what the what is this?
Yeah, they don't do eggs.
They don't do eggs. No, they don't do eggs unless it's on potatoes. They call it patatas rotas.
What?
Patatas rotas, right?
Oh, I don't know. We had damn it, tortilla.
Yeah, tortillas also. Yeah. omelets with potatoes.
But it's not like
and
regular
onions.
omelets.
No.
Well, not the point. We're diverting here from our crypto conversation.
100%. I'll just cut this out. Oh no, I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna put timestamps, guys. There's timestamps.
You can skip it though.
Yeah. But yeah, sentiment for crypto. So there's a conference going on in Singapore.
Yeah. Token 20 something.
2049.
There we go.
Yeah. So over there, like people like aren't crazy euphoric about the market right now. Pretty level-headed in terms of like, oh, what are the business fundamentals for coins, for tokens, like applications. And I think that's just as a result of the whole ETFs coming to be, and a lot of people getting burnt from the crypto market last cycle. So there's like a much more serious tone. Yeah.
100%. Also, we learned a lot.
For sure. Yeah, people were overly enthusiastic last cycle. Too ambitious, overpromised, underperformed, underdelivered.
Yeah, we were definitely under. A lot of tokens had high valuations that were very underdeveloped for the amount of market cap that they had. Whether you want to say ETH, SOL, and any of them, a lot of those at a time did apply of being overly overevaluated. Overevaluated.
I mean, they all were because of the crash, but at least on the bright side, that means that we still have time to get into this market, still stack some more sats, hodl some more coins, and before like true breakout takes place.
Which time is running out. We are at a tipping point of a breakout, a big weekly monster green candle coming.
Yeah, we are. I think we're gonna see more like after that first like one or two big green candles. We're gonna see a increase in volatility. My bad. In volatility after the U.S. election. We're gonna see candles go up, candles go down, left and right, huge chunks for probably till this time next year, give or take.
No.
You don't think so?
This time next year. Because typically, I'm sorry for the hard interruption. Because by this time next year, this will be market top, give or take.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we're gonna have a lot of volatility, but yes, market top is what I mean in terms of like where we are gonna be seeing the true fruits of our labors coming to fruition around this time next year. This will be market top. Give or take. Couple weeks.
This is market top roughly 500 plus days after the happening.
Yeah. Price target, I think 150 is still very attainable.
Yeah.
Very likely.
There's this
there's this one guy who was like, "Oh no, 200,000 for sure." Like if he sees 200,000 at this point, he's pulling out a good chunk and expecting a pullback by the like end of the year essentially. But that if he doesn't see it, then he might reevaluate because he's very confident in Bitcoin reaching 200,000.
200,000 is a possibility.
It's a possibility. I wouldn't say I'm like 100% confident, but yeah, it's definitely a very valid possibility.
Yeah, if it were to hit, it's 382. It would be. It's that price, if I'm not mistaken. Is it backwards? That's that.
Yeah, fear and greed index. Let's see where it's at.
It's at 33 right now. I have that
30.
pulled up.
You got
but
it
this
pulled
is
up.
the whole
Yeah,
crypto market at 33.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which we're still fearful.
Mm-hmm.
Should change at some point soon.
And you know what? Like thinking about that, like that whole index, it's just mostly like it seems like it's just like not major players, not people who've studied too much. Like the reason why I think it's so low is because of the people who are just in the market to quickly turn a profit or like do some trades, expecting like swing trades as the longest term. Because right now the market's just very volatile. It's goes up, goes down. Bitcoin hasn't broken 70 yet. Like,
nope, it rejected off that 70K all-time high, and we haven't looked at it again.
Exactly. So like that's why I think the fear and greed is at 33. But like I'm super greedy. Like I still want more. I'm not gonna stop buying until I see a escalation past probably like 90, 100. And even then, I might probably still be buying.
I said it here first. He's buying like Michael Saylor. Every time Bitcoin is up, he's buying.
It's like buy Bitcoin till the day I die. I'll be buying Bitcoin for as long as we do this podcast.
I don't think you'd be upset about that, so it's okay. We'll work out for you.
I would. Bitcoin's not for me. It's for my family, for my what's it called? It's like, I've been seeing this meme. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like I need to retire my entire bloodline off of this bull run.
That's funny. That's what you're trying to do.
Give or take.
Oh.
But yeah, Michael Saylor is expecting to buy more Bitcoin. He's
okay.
They just announced, MicroStrategy just announced that they will be raising another $700 million.
That's a good amount of money right there. That's a good chunk of change.
700 million is a pretty penny for sure. So mind you, MicroStrategy currently owns about 244,800 Bitcoin. Metric boatload, as it is, valued at about $14.2 billion.
That's
yeah. But with this 700 million, they're not going to be buying $700 million worth of Bitcoin, actually. They will be paying off previous senior secured notes that they did issue out earlier to raise more money and pay that off earlier so that probably get lower interest. But essentially, they're going to be splitting off about $520 million to pay off those notes. That money does have that's already with the included interest off of the notes that they've issued. And then whatever's left over, which is going to be about 175 million, still a lot of money, is going to be used to buy more Bitcoin. Okay. So they're what they're doing, they're issuing debt to pay off debt.
Which, it's funny they're allowing it. A lot of times they don't allow that.
Well, the interesting part is that they're issuing debt to pay off some debt for an asset that they've accumulated. In this case, Bitcoin, obviously. But their overall investment in Bitcoin has been doing great. Their average price of Bitcoin is worth 50% more than what they've spent. So of that, 14.2 billion on average,
they made 7 billion.
Yeah. So if they've issued out previously $500 million in debt, and they're paying it off at $520 million, that's only half of 500 is 250. So $250 million in the green. They've only paid not even an eighth of their profits.
Yeah, they probably got a really low rate on it to do it.
Yep, but now they're sitting on big chunks of Bitcoin. Thinking about that now, actually, Um, Probably stop giving MicroStrategy money and just buy the Bitcoin yourself. Because if MicroStrategy is just using your money to buy an asset that's gonna go up, might as well just own the asset instead of giving the money for them to buy it.
Yes, his asset does double double its own value though.
Yeah, so yeah, they've done really good. MicroStrategy's done really good at buying.
Let's not forget that.
Plus, the share of MicroStrategy has gone up immensely also.
Yeah, a stupid number.
They're about, since they first started buying digital assets, up 800%.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They're
That's kind of wild.
Performing. Well, that's what you want in life.
These crazy profitable companies? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Of course that's what you want in life. Also on the flip side, mining companies, their profitability is still low. They're not making a bunch of money, but they're still mining. Bitcoin mining in the US has risen. Like, US market share of Bitcoin mining has gone up to like around 26%.
Wow.
So we're like mining more Bitcoin here in the United States. But the price is still relatively low, at least in terms of like profitability is still relatively low, because of the fact that there's more miners, so more competition, and the price is, like we said, just bouncing back and forth between 50 and like 68.
Yeah, and the hash rate's still going up, like the hash rate.
Yeah, hash rate's still going up. Exactly. So like the cost is just like barely there, like in terms of like, not the cost is barely there, the profit margin is barely there.
Yeah, I get you.
And I mentioned this before. It's like if their profit margin is like so small and they're still coming online, that must be like a show of like their like testament, like how confident they feel in the price of Bitcoin going up eventually, where it makes sense for them to like just keep on mining, hold off as much as possible, and then pay off once Bitcoin shoots up.
I mean, it's an ad, you know.
I mean, right now the block reward is 3.25. No, 3.125 Bitcoin. Yeah. So very little Bitcoin is being earned per block.
Yeah, they have been in that deficit for quite some time since the halving.
Yeah, that's gonna be like that for now till the next halving. Price
being stalled out for so long.
Yep. I mean, it's not the same thing that happened last cycle. Last cycle, there was like huge run up, and I feel like we reached.
But there wasn't though. So I've seen a chart being compared. That last cycle still had a period of 100+ days that there was sideways price action after halving.
Yeah, true. The issue, well, not the issue, it's just like the keynote difference is that we reached all-time high before halving, which that's never happened. So like,
right.
People were like just like kind of waiting back then until it did happen. Now this cycle is like, oh, it already happened, like the bull run already started, but without actually giving the market time to adjust itself.
Yeah. Bull run starts beginning of October again. I'm calling it.
Yep. Calling it. Just give it 2 more weeks.
Start of October, big green god candle. Just like
maybe Yeah, maybe this FOMC meeting this week is what catalyzes all this.
Also, can happen.
Hopefully.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, so I did mention how United States Bitcoin mining share has gone up. I don't know how much this had to play with it, but because there's percentages that I'm just not aware of, but there is a Bitcoin mining company that got shut down in another country. Country being called country of Norway. There is a company called Kryptovault, with a K, not with a C, that mined Bitcoin in a town called Hadsel. This Kryptovault pretty much made up 20% of the local power supply from the local the local consumption of the company that provided electricity for this town. The company that provided electricity is called Noranet, Noranett. And so when Kryptovault shut down, Noranet's lost 20% of their billable energy overnight, which is huge. If anybody out there who watches this and runs a company, imagine losing 20% of your revenue immediately. That can be catastrophic for a lot of companies.
You can feel that real quick.
And so the reason why they shut down isn't because of the concerns of the price of Bitcoin going down or not being profitable. The reason why Kryptovault had to shut down operation is because the locals of Hadsel have been complaining about the noise created from this mining farm, which is not a new story in terms of we've heard it before. It's happening in Texas.
Yeah, it's happening in a couple places. It's a thing.
Yep. But which I think there's a very easy fix to that. It's just switch over to submersion cooling. It'll fix the noise issue. It might cost a little bit more because very expensive mineral oils need to be used and a little bit harder to maintain. But at least you could stay in business. Well, as a result, William, this electricity company is raising the bills of the local community, the people who pretty much voted. Yeah, companies never unless you get shut down. But yeah, so on average they're expecting bills to raise electricity bills to raise up to $300 a month.
Jeez,
which is wild.
And I'm assuming for standard homes too, nothing crazy or extravagant. Jesus,
European homes.
Yeah, European. $300.
That's a lot. So now the question is can Bitcoin hold off high electricity prices, making it more affordable for us to pursue renewable energy? Because if this one Bitcoin mining farm kept prices down 20% to the average consumer, then shouldn't its use be shouldn't this be a outcome for Bitcoin?
It can be, but I think at the same time it can also cause a supply strain on the system if there's a lot of miners or they don't have a lot of power. But in this specific situation, it wasn't that. It was the fact of they are consuming a substantial amount that makes it a net benefit. So yeah.
Yeah, a substantial amount that probably wasn't being used.
Yeah, that it would go to waste, and they were just using it up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Funny enough, the mayor, he's been getting a lot of complaints by citizens talking about how their electricity bills is about to go up, and then he's like, "You guys asked for this. This isn't my fault. This is what you guys wanted."
Like, you get what you asked for.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to crib a Bitcoin miner. Now you have more
consequences.
Electricity bill.
That is part of it. How's your dog doing, William?
She's good. She was with her grandparents for like 10 days.
But she misses you. I hear her barking.
Yeah.
Or I heard her.
Well, she there's people moving outside and in the hallway, so that's why she's barking. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, additionally, the one and only Changpeng Zhao?
CZ?
CZ. Yes, sir.
Dude
is not back in town. Well, kind of. He actually kind of is back in town. So, he got sentenced to a 4-month prison sentence time back in April. My bad. I said that wrong. Yeah, no, 4 months. 4 months.
Yeah, it was 4 months.
Yeah. Back in April, he pled guilty to violating the Bank Secrecy Act, and he failed to not provide enough KYC requirements at Binance. So,
yes, but no.
He pled guilty to that.
No. Not. It wasn't to that. It was to that, but providing that service to U.S. customers.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. In the sense that the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be clear. It wasn't just that he failed to do that. He failed to do that to U.S.
for
customers.
U.S. customers. Everywhere else, it was sufficient.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but essentially, yeah, he got tried in the U.S. I don't have the name of the prison he went to, but it was like a very low security type of prison. Nothing serious.
Makes sense.
And 3 months into that prison time, he actually got transferred out to what's called a halfway house.
Okay.
So he's allowed to, he has to live there, spend most of his time there. He has to check in with some officer.
Parole officers.
And he might have a certain either range that he could leave the house for, or go to one specific place that he might be able to work at.
Okay. Well, he did start a new business while he was there.
Correct. So he's probably working from home anyways. Yeah, he had to pay a $50 million fine, I think it was, and drop his position as CEO of Binance.
Yeah, not permanently.
That's part.
Just for an X period of time, he had to do it.
Mm-hmm. And well, that being said, he is set to be released in a couple days, September 29th.
Let's go. Boom,
so 12 days of this recording. Mm-hmm. Yeah, CZ is not a bad guy. He didn't steal anybody's money. He just
not like others.
He was not compliant. Yeah, not like others. But he did fail to comply with U.S. laws and regulations.
Yeah, and you find U.S. laws and regulations so fair, Alex, right?
No. Not all of them, at least. Probably not.
That's my point.
But Yeah. So yeah, he's almost out. Yeah, he started like a education company.
Yeah,
I believe.
he did.
Right before he went in, he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a lot of time to think and work on this then.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? You excited for him getting out?
I'm indifferent.
Sounds about right.
I don't think he's gonna sway the market either way.
Yeah.
I think if Trump keeps on getting assassination attempt on damn, that was terrible. I think if Trump keeps on getting assassination attempts on his life, though, that's gonna cause the market to have a titty attack, a hissy fit, better said.
Yeah. Well, if he gets hit again and gets sent to a hospital where no one knows what the heck's going on, that will scare the market tremendously.
Yeah, because that's when they hit him.
That's kind of
they just found him
in the bushes
on the golf course. In the bushes, yes.
No. Yeah. So a lot of interesting conversations coming out of that whole issue.
Apparently, the guy that attempted the assassin that they arrested was in a BlackRock commercial too.
He was in a BlackRock commercial?
Apparently. I saw that on PPD's podcast.
I've been hearing that he was on a BlackRock commercial too, but I haven't seen that commercial. So
me neither.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies coming out of this second dude now. Like a lot. Like I've been seeing that people think that he's for sure a government asset.
I saw a video breaking down that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the guy goes, before they take down his Twitter page, he goes through all the Twitter posts look like they're just like bots, like a bot post.
Mm-hmm.
He's very like pro Ukraine, like give Ukraine all the weapons that they need, give Ukraine men, blah blah blah. And then his very first follower is a person who goes ex-CIA, was with like other government agencies and things like that.
Okay, so he had like CIA connections.
That's what it looks like in that like video breakdown. Who knows? It's very early. And that, if it is true, won't get proven for many years down the road.
So, last I heard, this was a couple hours ago, Ron DeSantis has been denying the FBI access to him, to the would-be assassin.
Okay.
So that the state of Florida can interview and interrogate him before FBI gets a chance.
Okay.
Essentially, there's a lot of mistrust right now with federal agencies in terms of Trump's safety and security.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to see, the state of Florida is trying to get as much information as possible.
Yeah, before handing it off to the FBI and then...
And losing custody completely.
Yeah. Makes sense. We'll see what goes on there.
Then whatever information. And then DeSantis will probably like cross-check and reference all the information that
as much as he can
that comes out of FBI.
Ideally. But yeah, we'll see about that.
That's a good move. Just to keep the federal government in check. Not necessarily impeding anything. Like that did happen in Florida. I saw some complaints about people saying, "Oh, why didn't the Secret Service provide security, perimeter security?" And I'm over here thinking, I'm like, that's a crazy statement to say, because he's out in the golf course. Like, golf course is freaking huge. To get an all clear is super hard for something that large.
No, when he was president, they would clear the golf course out.
Well, yes, but he was sitting president. He had more funding. Yeah, doable. I'm not saying it's not doable. It's just
no. I'm saying it's
a lot more resources. Yeah, they would do it. Yeah, 100% for a sitting president.
Yeah, that they would clear out the golf courses completely, and in this one, what they were doing is, as he was getting up per hole, they would clear the next hole.
Yeah, kind of crazy how this guy has two attempts on him now.
Dude. Let me get back in camera because I'm off to the side. That is when have you heard of like active assassination attempts like to like this scale? Not even when Obama was like attempted his life was attempted was like this. Like these are broad daylights. What?
I didn't know Obama had an assassination attempt on him.
Every president does. Like they have multiple, but like it's how far do they get to?
Mm-hmm.
Like these have gotten far enough to where like we're catching people in like close to the act.
Yeah, like it's almost.
One of them was done. One of them was like full attempt taken. The other one was like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Well, that first guy, yeah, he landed one of them.
Trump's ear looks pretty good, by the way.
What?
Trump's ear that got hit looks pretty good from what I can tell.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a post like, "Oh, how did he get shot in the ear and not have a scar?" I don't know.
I don't know about none of that. Maybe he didn't get hit in the ear and he hit something else, and then something else cut his ear.
Nah, he definitely had like a gouge, not a gouge, gauze over his ear.
Well, yeah, just because you have a gauze doesn't mean like you lost your ear, though.
No, I didn't think he lost his ear. It's kind of crazy.
I didn't either. Wow. You have any more for us?
Yeah.
I do apologize, everyone, for my lackluster episode. I just got back yesterday. I have things to do all the week, so we're just like squeezing this in as fast as we can to get it done.
Yeah,
I just want to be upfront
sleep
about
deprived, maybe not jet lagged, but sleep deprived for sure.
Sleep deprived for sure, bro. I was going to sleep at 3 a.m, wake up at 9, going on like massive walks all day.
Yeah.
I'm like this.
So like, yeah, I do have one more story in regards to Telegram.
Before you get there, like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell. Promise you will get better every day of the week.
We always try doing that.
That want to make that point. Continue to Telegram.
So, as you know, Telegram has this network called the Open Network that it's worked on. It's called TON. And another other like coin called Notcoin. Notcoin was like a tapping game where like you tap the screen to like get some tokens. But Telegram just introduced and implemented a mini game within the app, and you've all are familiar with this game. It's been a decade since it came out. It was very, very viral. It's called Flappy Bird. The legendary bird of
Flappy?
2014. Yeah, so
I was never good at that game, by
it,
the way. I always sucked at it.
A lot of people weren't good at that game at first.
Nah, I was never good, period. The most I got to my highest score was like 6 or 7, maybe 10.
Yeah, like getting to 10 was like the thing.
Yeah, that was a mission to get to 10.
Yeah, getting to 10 was the hard part. So there's this event going on. This game just came out yesterday. So if you're seeing this, it's so hopefully if you're watching it this week, came out this week. They're doing a Flapathon. No, correction, Flapathon, because it's on the Ton network.
Nice. So how are you gonna do that though? It's just like gonna be like gameplay.
Yeah. So yeah, you earn some token. You earn some not coin, I think it is, when you start playing the game. What it's gonna be used for, I don't know, but that's how it is. Yeah, but there is like some controversy going around this right now because if you guys do remember, the developer of the game, of the original game, Flappy Bird, brought down the app relatively fast in 2014, and he's now saying that he sent out a tweet saying, "Oh, I do not support this game being brought back on Telegram," and he also like denounced crypto. He's like, do not support crypto at all. But there was a like memo of sorts sent out by the Flappy Bird Foundation, saying, and I'll just read you what the thing says. It says the Flappy Bird Foundation Group is the rightful owner of the Flappy Bird trademark. The brand and community were abandoned in 2014, and in 2018, the trademark registration was awarded by the United States Patent and Trademark Office to Mobile Media Partners, Inc., GameTech Holdings, LLC. Later acquired the rights. And on August 23rd, 2024, the Flappy Bird Foundation Group acquired the trademark rights from GameTech Holdings, LLC. The acquisition was conducted through a fully legal and transparent process, ensuring that the game's revival is both legitimate and respectful of its history.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the dude didn't even let go of his copyright.
Yeah, he abandoned it.
Yeah.
Essentially, that was like the whole claim. And that, what was it? Mobile Media Partners picked it up. Mobile Media Partners picked it up. They handed it off to GameTech Holdings, and then now the Flappy Bird Foundation Group
is in charge,
which is representing. Yeah, it's representing pretty much on Telegram or whatever.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'll probably check it out and give it a little whirl on Telegram. You just gotta figure out how to play it.
That's true.
And then I do have one more thing that I completely forgot to mention when we were talking about Trump.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is?
I know what it is.
Yeah, Trump.
I know what it is.
The Trumps are launching a crypto trading platform. Well, like DeFi type, but not DeFi.
An exchange of type. I thought it was an exchange.
I think it's mostly for lending. Yeah, it's an exchange. It's called World Liberty Financial. They're gonna be dropping a token called under WLFI, World Liberty Fi. Gonna be coming out on Monday next week.
So quickly.
Should you trust it? Yeah, super quick. Should you trust it? Maybe, maybe not. Always not
do
your
own homework
keys,
for sure.
not
I'm
your,
not gonna use it.
Not your keys, not your
your
coin. So yeah, Trump does have a history of making some crazy businesses that kind of look not too reputable, like the Trump University thing.
Yeah, that was a thing. I mean, the fact that when they said, because I saw an interview, not an interview, they did just a segment on it, and they mentioned that how Trump on the Twitter Spaces last night. I didn't watch. I fell asleep. mentioned how his son Baron has like 4 wallets.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I think I made 4 wallets just like on accident.
Yeah.
I'm like, 4 wallets. I mean, his 4 wallets probably have more than all my wallets put together. Sure, I'm not arguing that. But 4 wallets ain't shit.
Yeah. 4 wallets are disposable for the most part.
Right? Like, I think I have 7 wallets I currently use on all like different changes. Chains. There's the word. And then, like, probably like 3 that I repeat on the same tokens I just don't use anymore. I just forgot of.
Yeah, I have one software that has like 5 wallets on there.
Yeah, I have one that has 2 on there for 2 different tokens completely.
Yeah, because you could also open up multiple wallets under like the same keys.
Yeah. Oh, I have 2 of those.
Yeah.
So like, what are we talking about?
So what you're saying is
4.
like,
and I think I have like 7 more wallets down the line.
yeah. So that just kind of like shows like the ignorance that what's his name, Barron
or Trump?
Barron Trump,
because Trump brought it up, not Barron.
Yeah. Oh, true. So like the ignorance that Trump would have Donald, and that news segment also, it's like, okay, guys, obviously you're just very opinionated and don't know what you're talking about in terms of crypto itself. But if Trump saying, oh, yeah, he has 4 wallets, you could tell that he doesn't understand the tech.
No, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but that's pretty much wraps up everything I got for this week, William.
Yeah. That's all good. I mean, apart from like crypto just dumping down and now recovering and now claiming back some important levels, we just gotta wait and see, and hopefully we do get a nice October pop coming up.
Yep.
We'll definitely have a better episode next week.
Yeah, we're gonna get that FOMC reports, like what came out of that,
what happened. So there should be a lot of good stuff to cover for next week, and
Yes,
more
sir.
energy.
More energy, because William's like about to crash.
Bro, I'm on fucking air, bro. I'm like this, like dying inside.
You need a drink a cafecito and a Celsius.
I do have Red Bulls here, and I do have cafecito.
Okay, you'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
I apologize for the low energy. It'll be better next time. Don't forget to
always, like, subscribe, follow, share,
notification bell.
Comment. Tune in next week
for an action-packed, sometimes crypto episode.
The Unscripted Crypto
What?
Podcast.
Crypto podcast?
I said the Unscripted.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Ayo.
Hey, yo.